Aramusha is a really good hero in For Honor right now. The only thing is that he can be tricky for anyone to learn and understand in For Honor. In this video, I'm going to help you understand Aramusha in this simple and easy guide. I will go over the moveset, give you guys combos and tips that I know that can help, and I will go over the feats that I take and gear perks that I recommend you guys for Aramusha. Let's get straight to it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so going over the lights and heavies for Aramusha. First, we're going to go over the lights. So the lights for Aramusha: top light does 12 damage and costs 9 stamina. Side lights do 12 damage on both right and left and cost 9 stamina as well. Now the lights themselves are 2-hit chain, but you have to change the direction to go for that 2-hit chain. So it's 12 damage for top lights, and then chain right light 13 damage. Pretty much goes for the side and go for top and everything. It's the same thing. It's 2-hit chain. That's pretty much what the lights are. 2-hit chain lights. Left light does 12 damage. Chain top light does 13 damage. You just gotta change the direction to get that going. And you can also spam these infinitely. You just have to change direction the entire time just to be able to just spam these infinitely. Aramusha's lights are very satisfying and good for poking and still applying pressure with soft feints, which we will go over later in the video. So stay locked into this video to see. Aramusha's top light opener deals around 12 damage and has a speed of 500 ms and costs 9 stamina. Aramusha's chain top light deals 13 damage, has a speed of 500 ms and costs 9 stamina. And the side light opener deals around 12 damage and has a speed of 500 ms and costs 9 stamina, while the chain side light deals 13 damage and has a speed of 500 ms and costs 9 stamina. For the top and side lights, you can continue to chain them infinitely as long as you want. You just have to switch your guard each time when you throw out the light attack. And for those infinite chain lights, they're really good for clearing minion lane. You could just mow down the minion lane and clear the minions out very quickly when you're playing with Aramusha. And you can get your health back with a specific feat that combines with it, which I will go over later on in the video. The top and side lights, they're 2-hit chain. Like I said, they are really good for just poking and dealing some damage with soft feints, but you also have to be careful when throwing the attacks out from neutral. Everyone nowadays in For Honor parries from neutral lights, so don't spam them from neutral or you will end up taking heavy damage. Next are the heavies. So side heavy deals around 27 damage for the opener, and then chain left heavy deals 29 damage and has hyper armor to it, and it's a 2-hit chain. Top heavy is the same thing, 24 damage for top heavy and 29 chain top heavy finisher damage. That's pretty much what it is. It's unblockable for the finisher on top as well, and it costs 12 stamina as well, and same goes for the side as well. It deals 27 damage on right side, and it has a chain right heavy finisher that's 29 as well, and it costs 12 stamina. You can also soft feint these attacks into soft deadly feints, which we will go over later, by the way. Aramusha's heavies are also good for offensive pressure if you combine them with the lights too. Top heavy opener deals 24 damage and has a speed of 800 ms and costs 12 stamina. You can also feint the heavy opener into ring the bell, which can be really helpful for catching someone off guard, and you continue offensive pressure with an unblockable heavy finisher. Top heavy chain deals 26 damage and has a speed of 700 ms, which costs 12 stamina, and the unblockable top heavy finisher deals 29 damage and has a speed of 900 ms. The side heavy opener deals 27 damage and has a speed of 900 ms and costs 12 stamina. The chain side heavy deals 26 damage and has a speed of 700 ms and costs 12 stamina. The side unblockable heavy finisher deals around 31 damage and has a speed of 900 ms and costs 12 stamina. You can also infinitely chain these heavies as you switch the heavy's guard direction. The top and side unblockable finishers are great attacks, and they can deal a lot of damage, and they are also soft feintable. You can use those side deadly feint attack lights to your advantage with the heavies and whatnot, which we'll fully go into in the video. Next, I'm going to go over the blade blockade and the repose after the full block blade blockade. This is what the blade blockade looks like. It's pretty much the blade blockade. You got to time it right as they throw out their attack, and you'll be able to get this blockade here, where you pretty much just full block any direction of the attacks. You can go for any repose afterward. The first repose is a heavy called Twin Vipers. An unblockable heavy that deals around 16 damage and costs 12 stamina. Then you have Fury Unleashed. It's a top light that has hyper armor and it's unblockable as well. It deals around 20 damage and costs 9 stamina. And you also have Pushback Kick, where Aramusha will kick the opponent, and you can pretty much kick them in the wall, and you can get a free confirmed side heavy if you kick them to the wall. I wouldn't do this away from the wall, honestly, because it's highly unlikely that you'll get damage and you'll just end the chain there, honestly. So it's best that you do the kick near a wall to get that Sweet, 27 damage heavy. The blade blockade is really good for countering spammers, and you can enter from neutral or from any attack, to be honest. So that's pretty cool. Now, what makes the blade blockade special is that it also has repulse after you use the blade blockade. Fury unleashes an unblockable light repulse after full block that deals 20 damage and has a speed of 466 ms and costs 9 stamina. Twin Vipers is an unblockable heavy that has hyper armor and deals 16 damage and has a speed of 466 ms and costs 12 stamina. It is a heavy after full block that is very good, and when buffered it is confirmed against all attacks, except for low recovery zones. Pushback kick is a kick after full block and has a speed of 500 ms and costs 25 stamina. It's mainly a GB after full block. You just press X or square, or if you're on PlayStation, after full block to get this attack off. Mainly the properties of this attack is that it has a bash and is a hyper armor and can do wall splats too, which if you do get the wall splat, you can get a confirmed side heavy. Really useful near a wall, anywhere else, highly unlikely. These three repulse do really well when you use them together, and will make Aramusha very deadly within 4s, 1s, anywhere in general, honestly. It just really helps Aramusha become very versatile and just makes you think on which attack he'll throw out, either the light, the heavy, or the bash. And also with the heavies, you can also go into ring the bell with the heavies from the heavy openers. Those are the properties that you can do. Ring the bell is another special move that deals around 12 damage, costs only 21 stamina. It's really good for catching people and just throwing them off guard. Say like if they just don't know that you're gonna throw it out, then you can just throw it out. It's very fast sometimes too. It's like a grab a little bit, like a pin. That's what ring the bell is. Just a bit of a pin / bash-ish type of move that deals a bit of damage and everything, and it's just good for just dealing a bit more damage, like 12 damage. If they're low and everything, you can go for ring the bell. You just gotta time it right, because there will be sometimes that people will just dodge. Gotta be careful with that. Ring the bell covered a little bit. Mainly you can saw fame from a heavy opener. The damage for ring the bell is 12 damage, has a speed of 400 ms and costs 9 stamina. Ring the bell is honestly really good to catch people off guard. It really is. There are times that people just end up just not like seeing ring the bell at all. You can pretty much solve feign to ring the bell from the heavy opener or the front forward dodge heavy. Next we have the dodge attacks for Aramusha. Aramusha has the front forward dodge heavy attack that deals around 20 damage on top and only costs 12 stamina. And you can chain this into your finishers as well if you want to. Like your finisher heavies you can go for, or you can just chain it into the chain left heavy and then go for the finisher heavy afterward if you want to do that. Or if you want to, you can feint it and just go for something else. Next, Aramusha has his side dodge heavy attack, which deals around 16 damage on both right and left and costs 12 stamina. Really good for just catching people who whiff their attacks and just punishing your opponent's back big time, and continuing your chain offensive pressure too. And yes, you can also soft deadly feint these as well, the lights, and continue with that chain pressure a little bit. And with the front forward dodge heavy too, you can also do ring the bell too. Yeah, you just gotta press guard break right in the middle of that animation. So whenever Aramusha goes up, press X, you'll be able to go for the ring the bell while in the middle of that front forward dodge animation. And also the front forward dodge heavy has hyper armor as well. Comes out a bit later though. Just like most heroes in this game, Aramusha has dodge attacks. The front forward dodge heavy attack deals 20 damage and has a speed of 800 ms and costs 12 stamina. It can also be soft feinted into ring the bell and has hyper armor as well that comes out later. The side dodge heavy attack deals around 16 damage and has a speed of 600 ms and costs 12 stamina. It's also light parryable, but it is great for punishing those who whiff their attacks. Just don't spam it too much because people will end up trying to watch for the dodge attack, the side dodge heavy attack. So just don't do that because it's light parryable again. Alright, next we have Aramusha's zone attack. Deals around 13 damage on the right side and also 30 damage if you let it fly fully with the unblockable for the second hit. The first move, it just deals around 13 damage. You can cancel the second move, which of course it deals 30 damage for an unblockable, but everyone will expect that, so you got to be careful when going for the full zone. Mainly the unblockable is what I mean. My gosh. Mainly I'm talking about the unblockable zone there. You want to be careful when going for that sometimes, because there are times where the opponent will watch for that. So you would want to try to go for maybe a GB to give an option or whatnot, and just continue that off as a pressure a little bit. You can also just spam and everything if you have revenge and whatnot. You can just spam this a little bit just create you some separation a little bit and just do a little bit of poking, because it does come out a little bit fast, but some people might be able to react to it and see it coming too. So you just got to be careful with it, but you can feint it and everything, and go for options if you want to. Like you can go for the GB, or you can go for another move. It's really up to you, to be honest. Aramusha's zone attacks are honestly really good for 44s and anti-ganks. The zone attack deals around 13 damage and has a speed of 500 ms and costs 20 stamina. The first zone can't be feinted. The second zone deals 30 damage and has a speed of 1000 ms and costs 20 stamina. It is soft feintable to deadly feints, and it is also unblockable. It is a finisher attack, or acts like a finisher attack, and you can go for options like a guard break or feint into another attack, and so on. Alright, next let's go over Aramusha's deadly feints. So, Aramusha has deadly feints with the lights. As you see here, these are the soft deadly feints that Aramusha has. Now, it's not just for the sides, you can do it for the top as well, which the top pretty much is undodgeable. So, it's really good to use that undodgeable top light when soft feinting. And how you soft feint, you gotta pretty much press the light button in the middle of the animation. So right here, press the light button in a different direction. See how I'm doing it in a different direction? Now, it will be hard, but once you understand and practice this, it's really not that hard with Aramusha, and it becomes very easy later on. Soft deadly feints, you 100% want to practice. They're not that hard to like get down at all. It's all about just moving in different directions after you do it. And it's gotta be after your unblockable finishers that you do. Well, not just after the unblockable heavy finishers, but during the animation of them. So during the animation, like halfway animation, you want to switch your guard and go for a light on the other side. That's pretty much how you want to do it. The deadly feints are very crucial for Aramusha, since he relies on those soft feints to do more damage and more pressure. Both top and side light deadly feints are finishers that deal 12 damage, have speeds of 400 ms, and cost 9 stamina. The top deadly feint is also undodgeable too, so it can be useful to catch players who are dodging a lot. Now, these are the soft feints that Aramusha can do. You can do the top deadly feint light from either the zone, second hit zone, or the side heavy finisher. You just have to press the direction or the top direction in the middle of the animation and so on. Same goes for the side deadly feints. You can soft feint it from the opposite side, from the second hit zone, or top heavy finisher. The soft feints are very good for Aramusha, as you can use them for more damage and to keep up pressure as well. Next we have Aramusha's running heavy. It deals around 22 damage and costs 12 stamina. And he also has this other move called Befuddle. Now, Befuddle is a move. It's a heavy that you do after a missed running attack heavy. So if I miss it right here, I can go for another heavy right after. That's pretty much what Befuddle is. It deals around 28 damage and costs 12 stamina. Okay, so next this is gonna pretty much like be like combos a little bit that I usually do with Aramusha sometimes whenever I play with Aramusha. So this will pretty much be a little bit more basic types of combos that I'll just show you guys. Well, some of them will be, some of them won't. So it'll be a little hard, but honestly, if you're up for the challenge, you're up for the challenge. But let's get right into it, man. So for this first one, I have to use his own feint into ring the bell, go for a light. Go for the soft feint light and soft feint light, and with any heavy, honestly, that's pretty much what I would do sometimes. That's what I would do a little bit. Now the reason I do this is because I want to do a bit of offensive pressure, because with Aramusha you have the potential to create more offense opportunities for yourself. Now with Aramusha you can also be very defensive with Aramusha too, by going in for the blockade. However, I like to use a little bit of offense here and there, and the lights, I sometimes will use them for poking. Which brings me to my next type of combo, is like poking lights and everything, just mainly poking and everything. So I pretty much go heavy and just go for the soft feint lights a little bit. Now you gotta also be careful. You don't want to be too predictable and do this over and over again. You want to try to mix it up and go for the undodgeable too, and just make the opponent think on which you're gonna do next. So you're gonna go for the left, you're gonna go for the right, soft feints and whatnot. That's pretty much what I would do. It's just a little bit, just to do some poking and everything, because I feel like with Aramusha's lights, they're mainly built for just poking, and you can also be aggressive with them too, but you also got to be careful not to be too aggressive with them, and you don't want to be like you don't want to be one-dimensional the entire time. You don't want to continue making the same pattern or creating the same pattern over and over again. So You want to try and just mix it up a little bit when it comes to using those soft faint lights and everything. Now the next one, I have to use pretty much the wall for it. That's pretty much all I would do here for this one, honestly. It's like the easiest one. After the wall side heavy into the unblockable heavy and everything. Now, you don't have to do the unblockable heavy. You can go for something else if you want to. You want to go for another light. You can do that chain, you can do that. And I usually just do this after the wall splat. Just go for this damage and everything. Now, if they do parry it the next time, I'm just going to feint it, go for a GB, and continue that offensive pressure if I want to. Reason I'm doing this and everything, I just want to get the punish off, of course, but I also want to see what my opponent will do. Will they parry that or will they not parry that? Because with the unblockables, it's all about to see what my opponent will try to do next. Are they going to parry it? Or are they just going to sit there and just take the damage? That's pretty much what I have to think. And that's why I just let those unblockables fly sometimes. They have unblockable finishers, that's why. This next one, whenever I'm playing with Aramusha and I want to sometimes be aggressive, I'll do this. I go for, ring the bell, feint the unblockable, go for the front forward dodge, and go for the zone. I'm doing this just to get a little bit of damage off and to be aggressive. Now, I have a little bit of options there I can do. So, I can go, now of course I'm going for ring the bell. But I can also go for my soft fist if I want to. I can go for ring the bell again, go for that, feint that, into the front forward dodge. I can go for GB, and it might fall for that GB. I have options that I can do, or I can let the front forward dodge heavy go and just let it fly. If they throw an attack out and everything, then I have the advantage because I have hyper armor on that front forward dodge heavy. I have options for that one. That's just a little bit of a move there, just going for the front forward dodge heavy a little bit. Now another tip that I want to give you guys is to not like spam the side dodge heavies. Like, don't spam the dodge attacks too much, because everyone tries to find these side dodge attacks sometimes. You don't want to try and just spam the side dodge attacks a lot. I mean, I like the side dodge attack that Aramusha does, but they're light parryable. Like, pretty much every side dodge heavy attack, light parryable. So you want to be careful when doing this. Now, you can continue the chain pressure by going for a different attack on the other side and everything. So for example, if I went for the side dodge heavy attack on the right side, pretty much we'll go for the soft deadly feint on the left side after I do that side dodge attack and continue that chain pressure and whatnot. I can do that, but I also got to be careful when trying to spam these. Don't spam these too much. That's one tip I would just tell y'all. Just don't spam the side dodge heavy attacks too much, and also don't spam the zone so much and everything, because you also got to remember that everyone will see the zone coming. That's another tip. Don't try to spam the zone too much, man. Just whenever you see the zone, or whenever you use the zone as a way to just poke a little bit. Just don't use it all the time. Just use it as a way to just mix it up and everything. So just go for like a heavy, or just go for your lights, mix it up into your attacks, and just get that pressure. If they're very low, try to just use some mixed pressure and just kill them right there. If it's 13 damage like that. And if you want to be ballsy and let the full zone fly, be my guest, go ahead and do that. If you want to do that, man. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for the moveset and everything, and pretty much for the combos and a little bit of tips that I gave you guys. That's usually how I will play with Aramusha sometimes in game. Now, will they work 100% of the time? Maybe not, okay? You got to understand that not everything is going to work all the time. There are going to be times where you will be making mistakes and whatnot. So it's all about just how you bounce back from it, to be honest, man. So not every attack, not every move, not every chain mix-up will work. You just got to make do with what you can and try to adapt. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm going to go ahead and talk about the feats that I take for the Aramusha and for Honor. These help me in 4v4s, so be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already for the video and everything. Yeah, going over these feats, the feats I'm taking Body Count, Short Tempered, Flaming Arrow, and Fear itself. Well, not just Fear itself, I can also take another feat here, just depending on the situation though. But I'll get into tier 4 later. Now, while I'm taking Body Count, it's a passive. Killing soldiers grants you health and stamina. The reason I'm taking this one is because I want to be able to give myself a little bit of health back and everything, and a little bit of stamina too. So whenever, and also for minion lane, I'm also getting some health back too. So if I'm very low, I can just go to minion lane, kill the minions, because Aramusha is really good for killing minions, since he pretty much can just do infinite chain attacks with his lights and also his heavies too, by the way, which I guess I gotta do that as well. But he's really good at killing minions and clearing minion lane with his light attacks and infinite chain. So I would really take body count just to be able to get your health back very quickly. Tier 2, I'm taking Short Tempered as a passive. You deal more damage for a short duration after taking damage from an enemy. I will deal pretty much more damage just for a time after taking damage from an enemy and everything. So if I've taken a little bit of damage from someone, I'll do more damage for a short duration. It's not that bad, honestly. I like Short Tempered. It helps a little bit sometimes. Now, there are times where I want to switch it up and go for something different. Like, I'll go for Smoke Bomb if I want to, just another alternative. But I like it. I still don't switch it. It's still, honestly, a really good feat if you want to deal more damage and whatnot. Next, I'm also taking Flaming Arrow. It fires an arrow dealing fire damage, which, bro, there have been times where I've gotten killed by this feat by other Aramushas, or pretty much anyone that has this feat equipped. I don't understand, man. I guess it's just me, but Flaming Arrow is the way to go if you want to do more damage and be more DPS oriented within 44s and so on. I have also seen people taking Sharpened Blade a little bit too. I don't know what that's about. I guess they just want to do more damage over time, I guess. I'm not sure, but I really would recommend taking Flaming Arrow over these two, because Second Wind is just not, it's not the old school Second Wind where you get a lot of health back. And Sharpened Blade is okay, but it could be better. Now for tier 4, there are two feats that I would say you can definitely take. Now for me, I like to take Fear itself a little bit just because of Dominion. But if I'm taking Aramusha into Breach, I would say take Stalwart Banner. 100% all the time, every time. Take Stalwart Banner in Breach. The reason why I would take these two, first of all, Stalwart Banner for Breach only. Because you want to get your health back, and if you're on the defending side, you can also use it for the commander if the commander is low. Since the commander will also get health back if you have the Stalwart Banner down. That's why I will recommend taking the Stalwart Banner if you're going for Breach. Breach, not Dominion. Well, you can take the Stalwart Banner for Dominion if you want to be able to heal your allies and you're like on breaking point pretty much, and you pretty much just want to hold the point before the enemy gets there, or just when the enemy gets there and not take too much damage and try and get your health back. Then yeah, you can take Stalwart Banner. Now for Dominion, I like to take Fear Yourself a little bit, because you also have people that will just cluster up and will just start Death Ball all the time. And I like to just take Fear Yourself just to be able to just lower their defenses a little bit. If I have like teammates near me, I'll just use Fear Yourself. That way we can just deal extra damage and everything, lower their defense, and they'll take more damage. That's why I take Fear Yourself, just to be able to lower their defenses and have them take more damage, while me and my team try to just do the most damage as possible to the enemy team. So these are honestly the two tier 4 feats that I would take, just depending on the situation, honestly. Fear Yourself for Dominion if I'm facing a cluster of enemies that like to death ball a lot, and Stalwart Banner if I want to be able to just continuously regain health for me and my allies. I'll go over the other feats that Aramusha has for every other tier here real quick. So tier 1, he has Iron Lungs, and he also has Deadly as well for the other alternatives. Tier 2, he has Smoke Bomb and Juggernaut. For tier 3, he also has Sharpened Blade, Second Wind. And tier 4, he also has Aerostorm. And Aerostorm, you can take Aerostorm if you want to as well, to be able to clear minion lane very quickly, and then just get back to your allies very quickly and just secure points. If you want to take Aerostorm, that's up to you. Yeah, these are mainly the feats that I'm taking for Aramusha in either Dominion or Breach. Alright, next I'm going to do an overview of the gear perks for Aramusha. Here we go. Alright, so for tier 1, Aramusha has Aegis. All shields received are increased by 20%. For tier 2, he has shields up when revived. Receive a temporary plus 25 health shield. For tier 3, he has Bastion. When in a zone or carrying a banner / offering, gain 10% damage resistance. My goodness, I can't speak today. For Aramusha's 4th gear perk, he has Vengeful Barrier. When exiting Revenge, gain a temporary plus 25 health shield. For the 5th one, he has Last Stand. When in critical health, gain 40% damage resistance. For the 6th one, he has Fresh Focus. When out of stamina, counter guard breaks, blocks, and parries, regenerate 20% stamina. And for the final one, he has Bulk Up. When gaining a renown level, increases maximum health by 4. Alright, I'm going to tell you guys right now, get Last Stand. 100%. You will not be disappointed with Last Stand at all. You're pretty much going to gain 40% damage resistance when in critical health. If you're in, like, red, very low health and everything, you're going to gain 40% damage resistance. That's going to help you big time when either in Dominion or Breach. You're going to get this, and it's going to help you a lot. I would say go for Last Stand. After Last Stand, I would say taking Vengeful Barrier is another good one. I mean, it's a really good defensive gear perk that some people will run. So Last Stand, Vengeful Barrier will be really good. Now for the 3rd one, I could say maybe Bulk Up. Bulk Up is also another good one. I don't know if you can take Last Stand and Bulk Up and Vengeful Barrier. I'm not sure if you can. If anyone in the comment section can correct me on that one, I'm not sure if you can take all 3 of those gear perks together. I don't know if you have to take like one gray one, which if you have to take one gray, I will say Bastion. Shields Up and Aegis are not the greatest gear perks, honestly, on them. And they're just not. Shields Up, honestly, is not good, and Aegis is, well, very, very mediocre in my opinion. But Bastion, I would say Bastion would be really good. If you want to take that one, you definitely can. You can take Bastion, Vengeful Barrier, and Last Stand. Now, for Bastion, I don't think the gain 10% damage resistance, I don't know if it, like, stacks with Last Stand. I don't think it does. Because that would mean it would be overpowered. That means Last Stand, Visual Barrier, and Bastion would pretty much be the meta and everything that you could take with all these characters. But, well, not just all these characters, but for the characters that pretty much have Last Stand, Bastion, and Vengeful Barrier. So, I don't think it does. I don't think it just stacks with Last Stand. I don't think it does. But I would love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. But I would just say Last Stand, Vengeful Barrier, and Bastion if you need to take a gray one. So those are just the 3 gear perks I would recommend you guys. Thank you all for enjoying this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video about the Aramusha. Please leave me your comments down below what you guys think about the Aramusha. And also, soon I'm going to be trying to just do more tutorials and whatnot here on this channel. Well, actually, probably for the next couple of videos, I have some tutorial videos for you guys that I have planned. So hope you guys stick around for that. But anyways, I want you guys to know, thank y'all so much for always supporting me on this channel. And make sure you subscribe and also share with your friends, family members, anybody to join the Raptor Pat today. But as always, I am TheGamingRaptor. Stay cool, calm, and collected, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.